And also, thank you very much. We're going to start the recording now, and we've just started the
Uh,
session. So go ahead
got you.
and continue.
I just made some smart joke. It's hard to remember. I'm gonna grab the book, the silver-looking book with the
Yes.
dragon on it, and I am going to put it in my bag and say, "I know a little bard who can potentially comprehend these languages," and put it away. And I
Okay.
will take the silver bands and hand them to Toshinori and say, "These could break, but until they do, they're going to be highly effective."
And the metalsmith should be able to pretty easily put those on within within an hour or two.
I thought we
Um,
silvered my Kanabo before we
Mhm.
fought
you
Strahd.
did that
Yeah.
with bands as well,
No,
right?
Chris did. He replaced the studs, so
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yeah,
he rolled well
but
enough and
it's
at the time.
yeah, but I'm not sure anyone else is more appropriate to have that than you.
That's fair.
And so we'll take all of the useful things that you mentioned and we'll put them in the group bag. And then we are going to, turn to Esmeralda and say, uh, now that Van Richten has fled, this room is pretty much ours for the night. I'm going to cast an abjuration to keep us safe within a 10-foot radius. Please come closer, everyone, and I'll cast the spell, and then you're welcome to leave. And then I'll create the tiny hut, and I will promptly go to sleep. Beauty rest.
Okay. All right. So everyone gets a good night's sleep. And without even a perception check, just because it's a um, it's something that has already happened. Um, oh, Freya, do you mention anything about any of the interactions that you had with the orphan children that was kind of creepy, or do you keep that to yourself?
Oh, that was more Bruce's interaction.
It was, but you were present for it, and she's not here.
Um, I feel like I wouldn't.
But
Not with everything going on, I feel like I would kind of keep that to myself.
I think that Bruce is the same way. So when Alexander and Dow, when you awaken, both Freya and Bruce are gone, and you just hear the sound of the door closing, and for a moment you're like, oh, they probably need to go out and use the uh, the trench outside. Um, but then a few more minutes pass, and they still have not returned. You're on the second floor of the um, of the inn. How long would you wait before you followed?
Um, Honestly, it would have to be Alexander as the impetus to follow, because with everything that's happened right now, Dow is in quite a mood, and when I say promptly went to sleep after the Leomund's tiny hut was cast, I mean, you know, is literally sorting through the grief by sleeping to be closer to the moonlit mystery.
So even though you may have heard them leave, you're just like,
Mm. Having lost Corvus the previous night, like literally just now,
right.
um, you might think one might be like hyper vigilant of not losing anyone else, but Dow is protecting themselves by being the opposite, and is
Right.
like, no,
Nope.
I'm gonna get a full night's sleep. I'm gonna commune with my god the best I can, and I'm gonna figure this shit out. That I'm gonna figure out why my anger is boiling to the peak of irresistibility every single time something happens.
Yep. Makes sense. All right. So what does Alexander do?
Um, given I kind of feel in a similar place to what Dow just said. At the hand of the devil, whose face was arguably one swing away from at least doing a little bit more damage, because there were some chinks in the armor. I hear them leave, right?
Yep.
And 20 minutes go by. 20 minutes go by, they don't come back.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not losing anybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, so at about that 30-minute mark, I'll stick my head out. And
So
just
as
see
you're getting ready to stick your head out, you see the two younger members of your party coming back up the outside stairs, and behind them is behind them walking is a man that with almost wolf-like features, and he's about 6 feet tall, maybe 5'11", taller gentleman, and is walking behind, and Freya and Bruce are leading the way back to where you all are sleeping. He is covered in mud and looks tired and confused, and looks like he's probably has talked them into a I would say the first impression would be that they met some vagabond that was asking for handouts, but you can do an insight check, or you can just interact. Either way.
I'll step fully out of the room and meet them in the hallway. Close the door behind me and just stop.
Freya, you see Alexander looking down at you and your newfound friend.
You're not gonna believe this. Listen,
I mean,
take a seat. Now take a seat.
the things I've seen in just the last 48 hours, you'd be hard pressed for me not to believe you. So just give it to me.
It's Corvus.
Who's Corbus?
This dude.
Me. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. You all got short. Whatever.
You don't have to do a perception check. It's definitely not Corvus.
You're gonna have to do better than that.
Lean into the trope, Matt. Tell me something that only Corvus would know.
You guys could start explaining.
So where did you find the dirty gentleman that's not Corbus?
I walked the whole way from Barovia. It has been a long night.
I found him outside. I'm not gonna lie, I found him outside. I heard a noise, went out. He was there.
And you can also share your theory too.
Oh, based on, because that was what the little girl said. So we're thinking that his body or his soul went into another body rather than going back into his body. And one of the little orphan girls had seen it. So she said that what is it? What'd you say? Cracker goblin things. I don't know. Usually eat them, but didn't.
So is that like pale goblins, like white goblins?
I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't realize how ridiculous this story sounded until it came out of your mouth.
Okay. So
What does that mean?
fine. I'm gonna lean into trusting you because I do. What did we just develop, Corbus? We got to do it once. What was it?
You yeeted me, and then I went boom.
You're gonna, give me some specifics.
Pick me up. You threw me. I had Thunderwave prepared, so as soon as I hit the ground, I went boom and took out a bunch of people that were trying to burn down the church.
Did you?
I have told him nothing.
And you walked here from Barovia.
After I dug myself out of the ground.
And why were you in the ground?
I don't know. I'm assuming this person was dead because it was the graveyard.
Do you recognize the body that you're currently occupying from now on?
No clue.
So can you get me out of this fucking armor?
So Corbus, you are experiencing though a weirdness that of having these two lines that are starting to, or two lives that are starting to blend in, and in him having you recollect, what is it that has been going on, and you remember that one of the missions that you're going on is to the werewolf den in order to help end the lycanthropy. You have this other memory that comes in, and I don't know if you saw the note that I put in there, that you actually have a competing memory with this previous life, and we had kind of discussed it a little bit in Facebook Messenger.
Mm-hmm. Where's the note?
It's right there where I left it, right on the top.
On the top of what?
Should be in your should be in your journal. Is it not there?
Oh, journal.
There you go.
Only thing in journal is from session 3.
No. Under the, like, where your character sheets and stuff like that are at.
While we're standing there, I'll step around Freya. I will walk over to Corbus. Are you hurt? Are you at full health on a scale of 1 to 70?
Oh shit! Where's my main page? More of a scale of 1 to 52, but I'm good. Just dirty and a little bit tired and irritated from having to walk all night.
Well, at least the next time we see that son of a bitch, you'll be able to punch him in the face. It's good to have you back, my friend. And I'll give him a hug.
A little bit dirty, but return the hug. I still don't see what you're talking about in it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So
go.
it should be
in
the
and-
Corbus werewolf den memory, is what I'm looking for you to be able to see. I am gonna put it back in your.
I'm gonna step back into the room, into the tiny hut, and carefully wake Dow.
Yeah, because you're careful. I'm sure it goes well. And Dal is like groggy at
Oh,
first,
all the way
and
to
then
the top.
it's like, what's going on? What?
It's hard to explain, but I'm telling you, there is something about this land, something about
Yeah,
our
you're telling
destiny
me.
here. Corbus is returned to us in a different form. He's outside with Freya. I wanted to tell you here first because I know how hard this has been for all of us, especially you, and how soon it's been. So if you'd like
Yep.
to step outside with me, or if you'd like him to come in, whatever you'd like to do. But I assure you, it's him. Do not let don't let the outward appearance fool you. It is
Yeah,
him.
okay. Sounds good. I'll see you in the morning.
Fuck him.
So the light of dawn is starting to break.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Do I feel like at this point, being woken up by Toshinori, that I have slept enough to get a long rest?
You feel like you definitely should have, and that's kind of why you're irritated, but you
Yeah.
do not feel fully rested, and you
Ooh.
actually have taken a point of exhaustion.
Oh, goodness. Okay. From the.
Is that
Okay.
because I woke him up?
No.
It might be. That might be what he thinks. I don't really know at this
Down-
point, but
Doubtful. Okay. I will. I'll go ahead and get ready in the morning, and you see Dow launches into their morning rituals and prayers and spell preparations, and then, um, you know, once everything is together, we'll go and see this new Corbus.
all right. Is there any spells that you cast in the morning that I should?
No, it's just preparation.
Okay.
Yeah. When I see this new Corbus, I'll just kind of like raise an eyebrow.
I got not short.
You are human now?
I think partially.
You have the same eyes.
So, in your waking, Dow, there is, and you kind of have to rub your eyes because they're somewhat blurry, but you actually, for a moment, see almost a reflection or kind of a double vision of Corbus as you remember him, also standing there with this person that's claiming to be Corbus.
Okay, cool. Well, that's very easy for me to accept that it's Corbus then. And I'll give him a big hug.
Seems weird, but I'll allow it. Just because it's Dow, I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Do you come down and hug him at the waist though, just because you're coming?
Well,
oh, wait,
I
no,
mean,
no,
this is the new Corbus, right?
right.
Yeah, so same size. Yeah, and I'll repeat again. I'll say, you have the same eyes. And then I'll just clap him on the shoulder, and I'll turn and I'll say, I am exhausted. What is for breakfast? And I'll go downstairs and commission some breakfast.
So there is already cooking some wolf steaks. They were freshly killed last night and are currently on the fire. There is also the smell of other smoked meats that are happening outside. Those are all zombies though, and should not be consumed. But the freshly killed wolf meat is being prepared.
Nice. And there's wine now, right?
There is wine currently.
Nice. So Dow, fully now immersed in Barovian culture, will slap a gold piece on the bar and just walk away with a pile of wolf steaks and a gourd of wine. Dow ravenously goes to town on a bunch of rare red meat. And eventually, I'm sure, as the rest of the party comes to join for breakfast, Dow will share. Where is Esmeralda this morning?
Esmeralda is also just waking up. Also looks somewhat bleary eyed.
Yeah, when I see her, that's what I'm seeking out. When I see her, I will say, I did not sleep well.
She says, I had strange dreams.
We must make it to this place post haste. I can feel the beast awakening. I have had enough.
And Alexander, how many days has it been for you? You can feel the itch on the inner part of your arm. I was under the impression that this would be day 3 for you. Is that accurate, or am I off?
Well, it'd be the same as Dow.
Yes, but
yeah, but I've got the benefit of the armor.
As far as the effect,
sure.
I was like, where'd your dad go? I was like, oh yeah. Happy Father's Day, guys.
Happy. Oh, I was gonna say, why am I saying Happy Father's Day? Thank you. All right. And then.
So yeah. So are you asking when the last time I turned was then?
No,
just-
when you had been bitten, I believe it was. Yeah, it would have been. It's
Yeah,
2
sounds
days
like
ago plus the a day that you were interacted with by Baba Lysaga, and for Dao you're at
I'm
one
at
day as
2.
well.
Oh yeah,
Two.
1. 2 halves to 1 for the effects.
Yep. So
Got you.
yep, a 1, but then also you're still
Yeah.
affected by.
Yeah,
by
Matt. So
the
you're effectively at
portion.
3 days, right? Because of Baba Lysaga cranked you up 1, and then I'm effectively at 1 day because
then-
my symptoms are halved.
Did she crank me up one?
She had attempted to, and then
Attempted
you
to.
stopped. You had stopped yourself.
Oh.
So you were starting to turn, but
Is
you
that
stopped
what that was, or
yourself.
did I realize she was going to do that and I knocked myself out first?
Yeah,
That's a
you were
Because he
were-
knocked himself out because he wasn't there for the session.
right.
I can't recall.
Go ahead and do
I
a.
wasn't there, so
Go ahead and do a sanity check.
Ooh, me? Him?
Nope. Alexander, we'll do an Alexander sanity check, and 10 or lower, he's at day 2, and 10 or higher, 10 or lower, he's at day 3, 10 or lower, so yeah, he's at day 3.
Yep,
So
all right.
you were still turned, but you were still affected, but you kept yourself from turning. All right, so you now are at the point where sanity checks and persuasion checks are made at disadvantage if you go into those bloodlusts. You just have to
Solid.
be careful not to make him angry. All right. All right. So yes, you without the need for, if you're not going to take the time for banding any weapons, you are able to take off toward the toward
Do you need
Dead
to
Post Base.
ban?
I'll tell you what,
Do you
let's
swing a
ban-
warhammer down?
Yeah, let's ban my Warhammer.
All right.
Didn't
That
somebody
takes-
have silver arrows as well?
Yep. So there's a dozen silver arrows and a dozen silver bolts for a
Who
for a
has
crossbow.
the
That's
silver
awesome.
arrows?
I would say that you'd be.
The group does. You can have them.
Yep, they're yours.
And are you tracking that on your sheet?
I am now. The silver arrows. I didn't know I had
Yeah.
them.
I'll modify my Warhammer to be silver banded.
Okay.
So
So
I
you
have
go up to the.
11 arrows, but I want to make a difference between regular arrows and silver arrows. How would I do
Yep.
that on my sheet?
So we're
Um,
just gonna create another
yeah.
resource column for you there. We're gonna put silver arrows,
He's got it.
and we're
All
gonna put
over.
dozen right there. Actually,
Awesome.
we're just gonna make that short enough to just put silver and know what we're talking about. All right, so 12 silver arrows, and then your channel divinity is back. You should have all the effects of a long rest. Can you tell your dog to shut up, please?
Woof.
I guess that was probably actually that was Courage that was barking. Yeah, actually Courage is barking and is barking at you, Freya. And again trying to get up under your cloak, and is barking incessantly like Finn can do when he's nervous about something, like there's something wrong with you. Right.
Can I do a perception check on a dog? Like,
You can do an insight check.
okay.
Actually, you can do a history check, or we'll just do the insight check. That's fine. So you have had the orphan children comment that you have something on you that is unseen. You have had now Courage, who is obviously seeming like is acting as if like you have something under your cloak that um that he's trying to get at. He's growling, and it's almost like you feel like there's he may have reacted to your mouse at first the same way, but has gotten used to it. But he's seems to be trying to warn you of danger.
But I haven't noticed anything.
No,
I can't see anything.
you haven't noticed anything other than when your grandfather talked to you.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. And I'm gonna keep that to myself.
That seems like the best way to go. I mean,
You
really
know, doesn't it?
establish that rapport within the party and just keep everything to yourself as much as possible.
Just hide away from all the people you care about until you feel different.
All right. So the you go in to get your hammer fitted, and the uh, blacksmith is in there and looks at you and says, "It was quite an evening."
Yep.
You look like shit, mate.
Feel that way too.
It's going around. All right, let's get you outfitted and taken care of.
Be careful with this hammer. And I'll put the hammer down on the table and put the bands down on the table, and I'll pay, I don't know, 2 gold.
No, it's all the house, mate. What was you use it in protection? Actually, one of those kids last night. He was my nephew, and little sucker looks up to you quite a bit. Actually, I've heard that some of the kids are actually starting to dress up like you. I had to outfit I mean, it was just out of a bit of scrap of copper, but made up some armor pieces for them so that they could dress up as their favorite heroes. Personally, I think it's kind of a waste of time to give kids hope like that, but fuck, it's Barovia, right?
This place is nuts. You bring me happiness with your story. Thank you. And I'll turn and sit down and patiently wait.
All right. He continues his work, and doesn't take too long until he's finished and presents the hammer to you, just with bands around the long side, so that when you strike, it would be coming into contact with the silvering
Nice.
of these bands.
Nice. I'll do like a badass move where like I take the hammer and I like feel its weight and heft, and then like I throw it and like catch it, and then I'm like I smile and I'm happy, and I put the hammer on my belt, and then I turn and walk away, and then I'm gone, right? And the door closes, and then the metal worker looks down on the counter and he sees I left the 2 gold anyways, and he's like, oh.
Son of a fucking asshole. All right.
Nice.
All right, we have Bruce that is
What
entered the
up?
chat. Did I whisper?
If you attempted to whisper multiple paragraphs, it
came
only
across
whispers
anyway?
the first. And then
That's great. And then
It tells
and then
it
posts
tells the whole
rest.
game, the second and third. Yeah.
Yep, that's
So I
fine.
relay all that information.
Loop guru.
Okay, and also yes, Corbus, and I've been trying to look for where I had actually detailed it out, and I can't, so I'm gonna have to rewrite it. But you feel as though you with a successful with a successful sanity check of 12 or above, that you could access some of the information that you or some of the knowledge that you had as an artificer.
Ooh. Need
So-
that.
So essentially, as you continue out through your day, it becomes more and more difficult to remember specifics of what you were able to do as you or like you remember how you used to be able to cast firebolt, but you know that you couldn't do it anymore, right? But if you concentrated enough and were successful, you could cast firebolt, but that would be a successful DC 12 sanity check for you to be able to do that. You could also do a roll from your previous character sheet for an arcana or an investigation check on their armor to be able to continue with that process. And that's something that you want to try that now.
Yep.
You're muted right now, Chris.
Try it on Dow's armor.
I was asking if I actually have identify.
You have identify as a druid or as a artificer.
Druid.
As a druid.
What? Is that druid spell?
Not directly.
Go ahead and
I was
put
gonna say.
identify in the chat.
I was gonna say, my brain says that's not a druid spell.
Yeah, but when you take a certain feat, you get to take a spell. And that's
Oh,
one of
you
the
got special feet, huh?
Uh-huh. I reopened my character sheet. Everything went to shit, apparently.
Look at this. Chips are racist. Look at this.
Just so you know,
Fucking BOGO.
Bruce,
BOGO.
Hey, I've been here
Freya-
the whole time.
Freya has had the opportunity to actually had the opportunity to bring up some of the weirdness that has happened with you and the orphan children, and Freya, being
yeah.
true to her character and herself, has decided not to burden the party with any of the problems that she's had. She has told you though, so is that anything that you
Okay, can we just say,
don't remember anything?
canon-wise, Bruce has been shitting this whole time.
Okay, got it.
Bruce comes back into the room. At least you're muted, so if you're
I
insulting
know.
me, go.
I just like when the recording shows that I am saying something, but no one can hear it. I think it's funny.
At
But
least
it's
that's
been like a
called
whole-
being
it's been like-
evil. That's called
been
being
like-
evil.
14 hours though, hasn't it? It's been like a whole night in the morning. So
So, are you casting that right now?
You told me to put it in the chat.
I know. Is this something that you're casting?
Well, would I have any idea if it would give me any more information on their armor?
And I will give it to you. This isn't a ritual spell, is it? No.
No.
All right. So, in casting the spell, it's going to give you advantage on the stuff that you were attempting to do as an artificer, right? In being able to figure out what was going on with this armor, because it was done with unique spells, right? There is still the issue of you can't like identify this is the spell and how to counteract it. It's still a matter of a learning process to figure out exactly how it works. It's a prototype enchantment that was created by a high level wizard and artificer working in combination with each other. So being able to figure out and it's also magically protected because it was designed to be not a Trojan horse, but a Trojan horse Iron Maiden. It's designed to be both a boon to those that are wearing it, but also a means of means of control. But
It's a
as far as
Trojan maiden.
a Trojan maiden, both protective and also a little bit spiky on the inside.
I believe they call that a Helen.
So is it an Iron Helen or a Helen maiden?
A Helen of Koi.
So how would I go about doing this?
So what you need to do is first do a sanity check.
Sanity check. Yes, further up the list. Just a straight D20 because sanity is not actually on the new character sheet.
Okay, we'll need to add that to your new character sheet. Yeah, go ahead and just do a straight D20. Okay. So it meets, right? So because it just met, you feel suddenly as you're trying to access these abilities that previous Corbus had, as you are going into that, you feel suddenly the feeling of a sword entering your side, but you're able to control it. You realize though that if you wouldn't have prepared yourself the way that you did before trying to really access these memories and done as well as you did, that you might have found yourself reliving your death as opposed to remembering what it is that you wanted to remember.
Oh, that sucks.
You felt like you were just on the cusp of going into a mental break. So mechanically, what I'll tell you is that if you fail your roll while trying to access these previous abilities, that for at least a minute you will be catatonic. So I don't recommend ever trying to do this in combat unless it is a Hail Mary that's necessary. And failed rolls will have negative consequences as well. Good. All right. So with advantage, go ahead and do a investigation check while looking at the armor. And we'll see
Which
that this is
sheet
going.
do you want me to use? Because you
You're
said
gonna
about
use-
using the old sheet.
Yep. You can use your old sheet. You can use your old sheet.
Okay, let's confuse the fuck out of it.
And I'll detail that out.
Gotta get the other sheet open.
Okay.
At any point, can I do maybe like an intelligence check or a wisdom check or whatever it would be to see if I can remember what Strahd said when the armor locked down on me?
You can, but it would be similar to you trying to read a scroll that is something that you're not that is outside of your class, right? So if you pick up a wizard scroll, you're not going to be able to cast from that
Sure.
scroll. All right. So with a 24, we had been keeping a running tally, Tom, right, on your sheet. Is that right?
Of what?
Of unlocking
Yeah, I've got
the
3 of
mysteries.
6.
3 of 6. All right. So go ahead and add 2 more to that. So we're
Ooh,
at 5
of
of
6.
6. Yep.
Wow. Incredible.
All right. And last time we had identified that what needs to be the final piece of what needs to be done with this armor, once you figured it out, is that
Right. It has to be done
you
in a
would
certain
need
spot.
a special equipment, right? But both your druid side and your artificer side realizes that one of the items that you will need is one of that was used in the original construction, was one of these phase stones. That it is actually a strange combination of druid magic, artificer magic, and wizardry magic.
Sounds like you gotta die again.
I don't like that idea.
Coming back as a wizard. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
Plus, I see Alexander over in the corner trying to remember what Strahd said to lock up our armor. He's like, Klaatu, Barada.
Nectar! Necktie! Nickel!
What movie is it? Where it's like, don't say it. Oh, it's in. Yeah, I was thinking of Serenity. Don't say it. It only works on her. Oh, well, I didn't know that. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and head off in the direction of the werewolf den.
You guys
If
know
anybody-
you can buy dumpling pressers?
Oh yes. They
Jeez
also were great for ravioli. Really, really
ravioli,
big
ravioli.
ravioli.
Give me the ravioli.
Okay, so I need somebody to roll a D8 and a D12.
Oh, I will date you. 5.
And a D12.
All
I
right.
will. Matt will 12 you.
All right. So
Oh,
we
at
have
least
a-
win
oh,
first.
That's
Okay,
fine.
well we have a
Snooze, you lose.
17. Okay, so all right, you head off in the
I think-
direction of. Go ahead.
I think that's the most exciting thing that's ever happened because Elise's computer, dinosaur fossil computer, just worked faster than somebody else's. So that's
Well,
I
Good
actually
job,
not
boys.
using
Good job.
my
About that.
computer. I'm not using my computer. I'm using Dad's.
Yeah.
Are you actually?
Yeah. Hers
That's
wouldn't work
why.
earlier.
That's why I knew.
I mean, I'm also
That's actually
old,
really
so my
funny.
reflexes aren't super great either.
Yeah, I tried to type, but my wrists were hurting.
Shut up.
Right.
I also have bad joints. Haha.
I don't.
I don't.
For
I
you
smoked
all,
all my
I'm
joints.
healthy and young. You know what I mean? Come on. Thank you, Lord.
all right.
I'm just
So
kidding. I love you all.
go ahead and take
Go
a
away.
go ahead and take a quick break, and I promise that what you have rolled did not affect anything that happens whatsoever.
Yeah, let's just take a sudden break. It definitely doesn't have to do with the
the roll that just happened. It's
the
fine.
encounter roll that you guys just made. How what? 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10
9,
minutes.
9:37.
We're actually an hour into the game, right?
Recording?
Yes.
Because you forgot to. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Mute. What are people rolling initiative for? What's up with that?
I was just testing the character sheet. It's not a big deal. Don't even worry about that.
What's up
So we
with
get to
that?
nuke somebody. Cool.
So by the way, how about this? It reminds me to use Vigilant Blessing on myself. On myself. Oh.
What's funny is
Can
and I'm just gonna put it out here during the break, but I have like 15 paragraphs written for what Dow notices if he casts see invisibility.
Oh my gosh. I bet you the first time I did that, you were like, oh god, I have to be prepared for this now.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then I've never used it again. Unless unless prompted to. Unfading.
I wanna be a bard.
You don't want to be a bard, is that what you said?
I said I want to be a bard.
You want to actually be
You
a
said I
bard,
put
so
in
that way
chat?
your
Did you look at chat?
your words of inspiration can actually
Nice.
have a positive
Listen,
effect.
I need to inspire somebody before you make me roll. Is that
I'm
allowed?
not gonna. There's no rolling. There's no rolling. We're fine. Everything is fine. All right. So you've been.
I don't believe
You're lying.
you.
I'm not lying.
He's
You have been
lying.
traveling
He's lying.
Nice.
You've been traveling for about half the day. It's starting to get colder as you move a little bit further to the north. You've gone past actually where the Wizard's Tower was. Continued on, but stopped at a stopped the location. You think probably nearby the winery. And as you are taking a quick break, making sure that the horses are rested, you hear the sound of the least stealthy druid that has ever walked the woods, and can actually overhear that that he seems to be attempting to cast a spell. Corvus, go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Cool.
I can't see your new sheet, Corbus.
Okay, so with a 15, let me see your.
I don't
you
know
can
if it
tell that
matters or not, but I'm also proficient in Arcana, and I also have ears.
you do have ears, so I'll have you go ahead and roll Dow for being able to because it was a druid spell. I was going to give Corvus different information that I gave.
Is it
you
only
for your-
Is it only a druid spell?
It is Corvus Animal Messenger. So the druid that is off in the tree line there is attempting to communicate with a small sparrow, and Dow, I would say even with your passive perception, but if you wanted to roll perception,
No, you're good.
to be able to hear what message the druid is attempting to communicate.
Michael Jordan.
Says to the sparrow, "Go to my brother at the Blue Tavern Inn. Let him know Winter Splinter is coming, and he needs to
Jesus.
get out of the village before it is destroyed. Go." And the sparrow flitters off.
How about we call out to this guy, party? Yeah. Hello, friend.
Oh, jeez.
Be not afraid, for we bring you great tidings and beautiful people. Corbus is beautiful now, so we're all beautiful.
Hey, I was
Whoa,
beautiful
whoa,
before.
whoa, whoa, whoa! He was beautiful before. He was just small.
He was small and beautiful. Now he's just
Just
beautiful.
small and beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll walk up to him.
Hail, druid friend. Please do not be alarmed. We are heroes in this realm, or the closest thing you can find here.
I'm still scared.
Well, that is normal. My name is Dao, and I am a cleric of the Moonlit Mystery. I am adventuring with a blessed paladin and a skilled druid such as yourself, as well as 2 children of epic skill.
Why is that our introduction?
Because
You're
you
You're
are
like
children.
holding,
Why-
you're
why
like
is
holding
that-
the
why-
paladin's
why
hand, and then you're like, and then there's the guy,
Listen.
the idiots over here.
I will like crouch
Stop.
low.
Stop.
Listen, you are still
Stop.
children. You have infinite possibilities ahead of you. You should not simply be labeled as I label myself and the other adults. You could become anything.
So while you're all bickering amongst yourself, the druid seems
Oh,
to
Bard,
be.
I have a book for you.
A book?
Yeah, I give the Bard the Silver Dragon book. And I say,
What's that?
I task you with this. Learn to read every language, and you will be able to read this book for us.
Okay. I'll do that.
So
I
while
give
you
you the
were all
Silver Dragon
talking,
book.
the
Don't leave. Hey, I see you. Don't leave.
I wasn't gonna leave. I just needed to go over here to.
Yeah. We heard your message. We are friends with your brother. You messaged the patron of the Blue Water Inn. We have come from Vallaki.
Oh, it's not the patron. It's one of the hunters. You're not friends with my brother.
Oh, geez. Well, then stay still and don't move. You're under arrest.
I'll walk up to him.
We bought drinks and food for your brother. There's nothing wrong with him. Is he enemies with the patrons?
No, but go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Oh man, I'm not good at this.
Hey guys, don't worry,
14.
okay?
14.
Just-
So with a 14, you've gotten him to stay where he's at, and with a 16 assisting, he says, I just heard that there was danger that was coming toward them.
What kind of danger? You gave it a name earlier to that bird.
Winter Splinter.
Winter Splinter?
We have summoned Winter Splinter.
Wait, you
Who
have
summoned
him?
what?
The druids did. I don't agree with them. There has always been a relationship with Baba Lysaga, and
Oh,
she has
he's
always
fucked
had
now.
a problem with the Martikov family, and it seems that the plan to destroy their lives was interrupted by a group of what I can only assume are noble and good-natured individuals who would never harm a non-combatant at the winery, and that plan did not go as well as she wanted to, so she was going to put an end to the Martikov family once and for all.
Hey, is Esmeralda traveling with us?
She is.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll call out to this person and I'll say, you've done well to speak to us. No harm will come to you from our hands. Please be assured. You've done well sharing this information with us. How else are you to stop this thing from destroying Vallaki? Tell us everything you can about it.
Oh, there's no way to stop it. I was just trying to get my brother out of there.
Oh well.
It is
Now we're gonna stop it even harder.
it is a demon tree animated by ancient powers and set on a path of vengeance. It is not going to be stopped.
It's a tree.
Where's it going?
It's going to. I feel like I'm going over information that I have already stated before.
Well, it's going to Valaki, but from where? Where can
Can
we
we just-
find
can-
it? If
can
we're
we
Why
gonna
are you
intercept it?
rummaging?
We send it to Strahd's capital.
Esmeralda speaks up and was it summoned at Yester? Was it summoned at Yester Hill?
Yesterhill.
Indeed, lady, it was summoned at Yester Hill. And Esmeralda points to a mound that can barely be seen through the mist, where there is lightning striking, and says, "Druid, how fast does this monstrosity move? And when was it summoned?" It was summoned yesterday, and it will arrive at the village within 2 to 3 days at most. Esmeralda looks at Alexander and Dow and says, "I think that we need to solve maybe one crisis at a time. You do not have the time to move back to the village and try to intercept this, but you have 2 to 3 days. We should be able to get to the werewolf den and back."
It's gonna
in time.
take days. It's gonna take days for this threat to arrive to the city.
I mean, it's a fucking tree. How fast do
know.
fucking trees move?
I don't know. Burnham Hill arrived rather quickly for Macbeth. Yeah, let's go.
The fuck you talking about?
Well, you ain't read books. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, young druid, for telling us of this. Unfortunately, you have no faith in our abilities to stop it, but once we prove you wrong, it'll be pretty cool.
Indeed. So I just want to make sure we never met, and if we did meet, I met you in epic battle, and I was able to defeat one of you before getting away.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen, but
Yeah,
sure.
there was a halfling with us. You killed him.
Deal. All right. I'm gonna go this way. You guys are going that way.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for this seemingly random encounter, and have a good day.
I think we're okay to just let him go.
I definitely will not tell anybody that I saw you.
Because I'll find you.
Oh, that's not yours. That's mine.
You know that, right?
I don't know if it's the best idea to let this guy go, but I'm not exactly gonna kill somebody.
I will.
Yeah, I will too. I was just pretending.
Me too. I won't.
Oh.
We got
Oh, wait,
rope. We'll just take him with us.
No, let's move on.
All right.
Strange.
So as he leaves out, just because he feels like there was additional talk that was happening, he creates a summons entangling vines and to slow any pursuit of him as he moves away and
There.
disappears.
Does there happen to
he-
be a wood person nearby?
No, that's definitely not there. That was just there as backup in case
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
it doesn't attack though.
Understood.
You just break my
Yeah.
door. Get out of here. Just get out of here. I love you.
Cleo.
All right. So continuing on, as you continue moving, let me go ahead and check exactly where our map is taking us. Come on, it's okay. Pull it up. You can do it. Thank you.
What the hell?
What's the matter?
At least looks like she's live streaming from the sun.
Seems odd.
Dude, is Jesus in the room with you, Elise? Come on, you gotta tell us.
Is he in the room now?
Hey, Tom, did you see my joke that I added on? I had to Google tree puns for that.
No, hold on. Let's see. You're stumped. Oh God.
Well,
You're stumped.
well done.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty good.
I can't because your
Computer was
sister
like-
broke it.
This.
There were a lot of things happening. This computer's like low battery, and then it just dies. Okay, it doesn't. There was very little working.
There's a floating head behind you, Nick. I don't want to alarm you. There's a floating head.
I was trying to close your door the same level that you closed your door.
What is going on?
I'm so sorry, please. Wait, I'm sweating. I'm so sorry.
Roll a strength check.
I did apparently.
I think she's
Success. Success is what it was.
No, I don't want to turn my camera so they can see what you're doing. Destroying my door. All right. So as you are moving through the as you are moving into the icy path toward the werewolf den, go ahead and everybody do perception checks.
Uh-oh. No, cat, sit on lap.
All right, for Tom and Corbus, you can tell that there are at least 3 wolves that have been trailing you or flanking you ever since it started to get cold enough that the grass beneath your feet started to crunch. And as you venture further into the snow, they are becoming more bold in moving, whether they are pushing you toward your location or whether they are assessing your intention is difficult to tell, but how many their numbers are is difficult to tell, but you have at least spotted 3 of them.
Okay. And there's not any immediate intent like for combat. They're
They're-
just kind of following us as we go, or potentially even ushering us to where we're going.
Ushering or testing to see whether or not you notice them.
Yeah. How about I, while we're walking, like Dow will hold up their hand, and have everyone stop for a moment, And Dao will make it clear, like Dao will look around and make eye contact with everyone. When Dao makes eye contact with Corbus, it's clear that Corbus knows the wolves are here as well. And so we will just like wait, and my intention is to make it clear to the wolves that we know they are here without making any sort of threat, So maybe I'll just like stop and stare at where two of them are, And then if nothing happens, I want to make it, Dal makes it clear to the wolves that we know they're here. But then if nothing happens to start a fight or if they don't approach or anything, we'll just continue.
All right. So as you continue, the temperature is quickly starting to drop, and you watch as Esmeralda pulls out of her pack a heavier cloak.
Yo, I'll put on the ring of warming.
Okay, you put on the ring of warming, which I'm going to say that you are somehow able to do, even though your armor's not able to be removed. But we'll say that the gauntlets of your armor don't fully go over the
cool
fingers,
cool.
And so you're able to.
Or how about like I take the gauntlet off, and I feel like an immense pain and a need I can barely resist to put the gauntlet back on, right? And then you slip the ring on, and then you slip the gauntlet on, and then I no longer feel like I'm fucking dying.
Yeah, it feels like you have bees under your skin.
Bees under my skin?
Under your skin.
Methamphetamine.
That's how I feel when I take off my hoodie.
What? That's how I feel when I take my medicine in the morning.
After a...
All right.
When I get outside.
Bees under my skin.
What I need you to do too is go ahead and look in your list of items that you have and see what you have for any kind of cold weather gear other than your ring of warming.
Oh goodness. Well, I have no sweat, which keeps my brow totally warm in the winter.
You do have a sweatband.
Yeah. Gosh. I don't know. I don't have much.
I did just notice that the bard is still at level 6, so we'll have to. All right, so I would say that for most of you having a bedroll, if I'm not making that just assumption, you attempt to wrap it around you in order to kind of fend off the cold, but as the wind is starting to blast through, it is definitely able to pierce through just a wrapping of cloaks. So what I need everybody to do as you continue to travel for 30 minutes or actually every hour, it's going to take 3 hours to get there, and I'll need you to do a Constitution saving throw. One thing, Tom, that hasn't been happening is your checks with 1 point of exhaustion. Correct me if I'm wrong. Would have your skill checks would have disadvantage. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. Let's check. Exhaustion. Yeah, ability checks.
All right.
Let me go ahead. Trigger disadvantage.
Go ahead and do a.
Hold on, Tom.
Yep.
That being said, yes. There we go.
Oh, I don't need that. You're good.
It'll get you back to level at least.
Well, it'll only last an hour. We should save the spell slot. It can be
Okay.
used as a smite. We're good.
Could be needed soon. So as you go ahead and everybody do a Constitution check.
Does the ring
As
of
you-
warming have an effect on this?
The Ring of Warming does have an effect, so you would not need to do a Constitution saving throw yet.
Sweet, sweet. My little baby. My little baby.
Alexander, you got that going? All right. So as you are traveling to this point, you all, for everybody except for Corbus and for Dow, you take 1 point of exhaustion. As you continue to march through the snow, having boots that were made for traveling, that you had left with traveling in a town environment. Am I starting to break up really bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like that for a little bit. Also, where would we mark down exhaustion?
And what's the deal with my horse?
What's the deal with horses?
I know, right? They just go clippity clop. I don't get it.
Testing. Good.
Keep talking.
Is that better?
Who said the second part?
Who said the second part, the testing of the device? Is that better or not?
No, not for me.
No, it's
Tom
really
said the
loud and
horse
stuff.
thing, and then somebody said something about clippity clop.
Matt.
Oh,
said the clippity clop
Matt
thing.
did.
That's Matt.
You said that's not better?
No,
No.
not for me.
No.
It's
It's
pretty
just
loud.
louder.
It's like hella loud.
It's because the door's open. He doesn't have his phone working anymore.
No, I don't think
Dad,
that's
you
it.
need to close it from your side.
Yeah,
So
I'd
stand
rather
up for a
I'd rather
second.
you sound like a robot than this.
You sound like you're talking to us from the inside of a tin bucket.
Yeah. You sound like that dude that used to like stand behind Helga Pataki.
Don't close
breathe
the
heavily.
door. He's gonna get locked in there.
It worked. Yeah. Oh, his
Okay.
wallet's on this side.
Do I still sound like a robot?
Yes.
No, you're good. You fixed all the problems, and you should believe me, and we can continue.
Wait, true.
Do I still
I
believe
sound
this
like a
guy.
robot?
It is
Yeah, it's
true.
actually worse now, I think.
Wait, say the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
Yeah, you are back to being like a
Done.
robot, and that is better
Quick.
than what you changed it to before. So we're good to go.
This,
All right.
this is what you just did, Dad. The quick brown dog. That's what you just did. The quick brown dog.
Where do we take the point of exhaustion off at?
Oh, Sphinx of Black Quartz, hear my vow.
All right. So what you're going to do is create another resource for exhaustion,
I don't want to do it.
and you would give yourself 1 point of exhaustion, which I've already done for Bruce. All right. So as you continue
Why?
to walk through the snow and the ice and the piercing wind, you were in traveling clothes for an urban environment, and going up into the mountains. Esmeralda should have warned you. She did not. Of what this journey would be like. 15 minutes pass, another 30 minutes pass, and you have to do another Constitution saving throw.
Thank
22. 22 wins. Right, guys?
I don't have to do one, right?
You do not.
Yeah, I tested out, guys. I'm exempt.
I don't want to go right now.
I get to sit here and eat cookies.
Dude, I want a cookie. What do we have in this house?
All right, so
Take it through
For-
the internet. Take it through the internet.
for
Okay.
Bruise, Corbus, you both take a point of exhaustion.
Bruh.
That's not good.
All right, so, and actually, at least because you are, oh wait, no, it's not until trying to get my exhaustion scale
Am I
here.
supposed to just keep track of that, or? Hey, where would exhaustion be? Am I just supposed to keep track of that?
Below charges.
Yes. Bruce, you're at 2 points of exhaustion, and Corbus, Elise, and Alexander are at 1.
Yeah, me too.
Once you get to 3 points of exhaustion, Olivia, you'll have to start making your checks at disadvantage, which is then going to be a slippery slope toward death at 6 points of exhaustion. All right.
No, that's not true because actually Bruce could handle it.
That was pretty funny. You were like, it's a slippery slope towards, let me see, death. Okay.
So you can use produce flame in order to, but that's gonna be a difficult one to do without, also, to use without taking damage too. Because I mean, if you're using produce flame, you're blasting out the flame away from you. If you are looking to help to warm you or to whelm others, then that producing of flame is going to. You want to put producing flame in the chat for me, just to see what that.
Because it's a cantrip.
For the duration and harms neither you nor your equipment, the flame sheds bright light.
I'm saved. I'm
can
saved.
also-
Screw you guys. I have a spell for this.
You can also attack with the flame, although doing so ends the spell when you cast the spell or an action. Control the flame. Yes, I would say that you can go ahead and since you're using that as a cantrip, you're essentially creating a small campfire that moves with you. Go ahead and do your Constitution saving throw at advantage.
Excuse me.
So you had one. Go ahead and roll again. All right, so Corbus, you pass.
Okay.
And you feel like you
Uh-huh.
have this. You feel like you have this warming presence right there on your shoulder. It helps to keep you safe. It makes you feel warm inside.
Yeah, it's familiar.
All right, you can instantly
I'm
light or snuff
gonna
out.
warm. I'm gonna warm my cloak. It says here you can make. Wait. You create. Wait. You wait. Hold on. I need to
You
practice.
chill, warm, or flavor up 1 cubic foot of non-living material for an hour.
I
So
like
I'm
this
gonna warm up my cloak.
idea. I like this idea. You're-
Sounded like somebody was sawing a log, dude.
all right, I will allow you with advantage. So that would be your 22 that you had done.
Yeah.
So you are able to keep yourself at 1.
Hey, it's
One
a
of the
cantrip.
Constitution
Can
saving
you
throws.
warm up mine too?
She would have to be doing it pretty much constantly to herself in order to have the effect the same with
Duration
same with
up to 1
Corbus.
hour for
Yep.
prestidigitation.
Yep, that's what I said. It
And
for.
so she can do it. You're saying that you think that she can do it.
Yeah, it doesn't
She
require
can cast
on
it on
multiple things.
herself.
It's a
and She
cantrip.
can cast
Yeah,
it
it
on
doesn't.
her.
It
cast
doesn't
on me.
require concentration.
Yep.
Does not require
Time is one
concentration.
action.
Well, how
All
about
right,
this?
so-
How about this? If you cast the spell multiple times, you can have up to 3 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time. Reading the spell explains the spell.
There you go. So, Wow.
Murder.
hell?
Murder.
So you can affect 3 people with this spell. So I would say yourself, Alexander, and Freya.
Yeah, whatever. Freya.
All right.
I can handle it. I'll be fine. I'm good.
Nah, she's a freak.
Or somebody else. Choose somebody else.
Okay. All right. So, hey, one more Constitution saving throw
No.
or to get to your location.
Me?
Yep, just you.
All of you.
Just me.
Well, I have the ring, and they're all warmed, so it's just Freya, right?
Oh, they're able to roll with advantage. That's all it's giving them.
Oh. Shoot.
Good. Good.
Good.
And good. All right. Right. So you arrive at the mouth of the werewolf den, which looks like a giant wolf mouth that is.
It looks like a giant wolf mouth in like a cave.
Looks like a giant wolf mouth as a cave.
Like this thing that you put under your camera.
in the rough.
Correct. Wow.
It's the Cave of Wonders.
It is the Cave of Wonders. That is exactly what it is.
Almost we're about to
So-
put Lumpy in there.
So sadly, because of how deep the snow was, Courage did not make it though.
What?
Nobody noticed.
What? What?
Bro. Who is
Just
this
remember
guy?
your daughter's already broke your door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll break
Okay.
come on now.
We'll
Let's
break
not let
it
you
in.
out
I
a little
can't-
bit.
Break
I
it in.
can't
I'll be
Get
be
out of
there
my-
in 45 minutes.
Yeah, we'll leave you in there.
It'll be
All
about
right, let's,
16 hours.
Let's go ahead and bring the party down to.
Yeah. We're here now.
Where are we? What the?
Soon to
We
be.
here.
Oh, jeez.
Look at the bottom of the map. Oh, wrong map.
Nope. Nope.
wrong
And
map.
boom.
This whole place is green.
I can't see
Why?
anything.
You're
You're
fucking
fucking
nuts.
nuts.
No,
Oh, you
they're
said nuts?
they're her second nuts. I don't know.
Hey, man.
Why
Oh,
is?
no longer green. Thank you.
Nuts.
You're welcome. Whatever it is
okay?
that I did has worked wonders.
However, I can see that there are people in front of us, and I don't like people.
We should kill him.
I don't think we should just point blank kill him, but
I don't think we need to kill him. We might end up having to kill him, but we don't need to kill him.
I can't
Alright,
do
so
anything with my token.
What's that?
I can't do anything with my token. I was trying to get it centered in a square because it was driving me nuts.
Oh my god, this is Billy Watt all over again.
But I can't control it.
Billy Watt.
I can control my token. Just wanted to share since you're going around.
Okay, go now, Corvus.
Yeah, I can control my
That
token.
works.
So as you are sitting here at the mouth of this cave, you do see 2 individuals that are sitting up on top of a ledge. They are sitting on much all fours with their chests erect as if they are sitting
on.
like dogs. And they just coldly regard you as you step into the cave.
I know kids like that in high school.
They do what now? They just
They're
regard
like
us
me
coldly?
from middle school.
Yes.
They got that dog in them. All right, I'm gonna approach.
You do watch as they sniff the air, and then just sit quietly.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just walk right up to them, straight up.
Hey, what's up, guys? Fetch,
Yeah.
am I right?
Does nothing at all. Dow just looks at them angrily, like they've done something wrong.
And
Bruce is gonna be like, "What's up, guys?" That's what he's gonna say.
the one on your right points to the passageway to the right.
Yep. Well, does the
That's
one
what
on the
they're
left point to the passageway to the left?
No, it doesn't do anything.
Greetings,
Just
weary
pull the darts.
traveler. One of us tells the truth, and the other tells only lies.
Greetings, weary traveler. You could
One
go
of
down
us
this
eat hot
path.
chip, and the other lies.
One. Stop. Wait, that's funny. Have you seen that
Yeah.
episode of Adventure Time where the worm gets cut off and he has to go through all these trials and he meets a whole bunch of rats and he's like,
Shelby?
"Greetings, traveler. You could drink from this and have eternal life, or you could have this dirt." And he's like, "I'll take the dirt."
Take
And the mouse is like, "Ugh!" And the mouse dies.
Nice.
Good episode, dude.
Yeah, but
That
they're making-
rotted
you
my
know they're-
brain.
They're making new ones.
Shut up.
Yeah, so so Max from HBO Max is a
Yeah.
huge push, and they just purchased Time Warner, which includes Cartoon Network. So they're having Adventure Time make Fiona and Cake episodes for Max. So it's called
Dude.
Adventure Time Fiona and Cake, and they're gonna have a whole season of Fiona and Cake episodes.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep.
Okay, so as you come into, so there's a large gash in the rocky ceiling that allows gray lights come down, and torchlight that's happening. It's roughly 40 feet. There's a spring of water. It's a little bit warmer in here, so you're not having to do constant checks, but you're still chilled to the bone. And over in the corner, there is a 5-foot ledge with several cates and crate. And cases up on the eastern ledge. There's other than the crates and other than the pool of water, there is really nothing to interact with.
Well, they told us to go this way, right? How tall is this cliff here?
So it's about 10 feet from that 10 feet from that pool of water. It doesn't seem like it would be a great idea to get super wet before traveling back outside, or to be super wet while in this environment.
Yeah, that makes sense. What if we just like walk up these stairs here?
You could walk up the stairs to.
Does he respond poorly when I walk up the top of the steps?
When he turns around, he looks at you. The crates have better furs for you.
Thank you. All right, sweet.
For when you make your return travels.
Great, thank you. All right, yeah, let's go deck ourselves out, y'all. We go to the crates.
All right, so if you open up the crates, there are just each crate is filled with what looks like a unorganized drop-off point for a Salvation Army.
Oh yeah.
Several of the cloaks and clothing have bloodstains and gashes on them, but most of the clothing is fairly is in fairly good state. There are several winter cloaks that are fur lined and that are and also some boot wrappings that will assist you in your trek down. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Yo.
Anybody with a 10 or higher is able to identify.
I don't see it.
Able to find something that will fit them. Olivia,
Oh yeah.
You're able to find something for both yourself and for Dow.
Yes.
She failed.
Yes. Yes.
Corbus, you're able to find something for yourself and for a smaller person that would have been like 3 feet tall.
I tried to put that on first.
And you find.
How ironic.
It was because he was small one.
So we got like boot covers that like contractors wear when they come in your house.
Exactly.
Nah, man, we got
Exactly
like
done. All right. So
Chewies.
that's pretty much it for this part of the cave.
Cool. Cool. Now that we're all furred out like Corella Deville, we travel to the other side. Let's go back. Let's go to the left.
the rice cakes. They're all gone now.
We eated them.
I eated them, bruh.
Bruh. We got crumble cookie. They had a confetti milkshake flavor that Brittany absolutely required us to get. It was pretty good too.
Required.
All right. So
Yeah, it was required. I was mandated.
so this wolf lady moves down and starts to actually lead you
Oh yeah, cool.
through the cave. You go past
Sure.
this area here, and there are several wolves that are all
What's this mug look like?
sleeping in there. And then there's this old dude who is like sleeping with the wolves, just kind of like looks up like he's one of the wolves, just laying in there with them.
Yep.
A little bit too old, but seems to be having a lovely fur covered spooning session
Yeah.
with all of these other wolves.
Yeah, man.
Dude, we rocking with him. You know what I mean?
Yep. We're
He's
yeah.
got the
This-
technique down. He's staying
Yeah,
alive.
man.
This
I'm not
wolf-
gonna yuck anybody's yum.
this
Whoa,
wolf is-
what do you mean by yum? What's your definition of yum in this scenario, Tom? Go ahead and tell us.
His comfortability.
Okay.
He could live his life here. I'm not gonna judge him.
I am.
What's-
He's a freak.
Man, maybe he was raised by these wolves. He don't know no better.
Look, guys, it's the clip
Maybe
we
he's
were
just in
trying to
human
cross
form.
earlier.
Yeah, maybe he's just.
Okay,
a
so
human
as you
form.
come into this room, you see that there are several cages that contain. I mean, they're not full cages. They're
Sounds like cages to
comfortable-
me.
comfortable pens and enclosures. We'll wait for the rest of the party to catch up with Alexander there.
Yo. I think
Corvus, if you-
Corvus's new token doesn't have sight.
Nope. Courage's does though, so that's why I'm moving them with me.
Nice way to
Adapt.
things
Overcome.
All right.
That's so funny. It's just Corvus
He's
goes
moving.
and turns-
Courage is essentially a
A seeing eye dog.
ah.
Dude.
Oh, actually, let's just make that true that
The
the
Borgo
Corvus's new
Master.
body is blind. and
Blind.
requires
Yeah, you're
courage.
blind now. It comes
right,
with
so-
certain immunities.
So as you come into this room, you do see enclosures that have children inside of it, and there is this woman that steps forward and says, "My name is Ulaka.
Like a
Which of you killed Tyrell?" My husband.
we will
Gotta
know
be more specific than that.
Yeah, with no disrespect, we have been on quite a tear since we have entered Barovia. We mean you no ill will by saying we cannot remember which of us killed him.
Well,
I did.
See,
By
he's
the
just
smell
he's just
of you, he has taken at least a bite out of two of you.
Yes, two of us are here for a very specific reason.
And what is it that you have come for?
We must either rid ourselves of this curse or we must put it under our control.
Well, I would happily end your curse.
What about the second option?
This curse is ended with death.
I knew she was gonna say
This
that.
curse is ended by embracing death. Which is it that you have come to do?
I haven't come to
Secret third
die.
option.
So, Corvus, you do remember that suddenly it's all coming back to you, and you're like, dude, somebody said that bullshit before, and there is like this ritual, and you have to drink from a cup, and
Drinking out of cups.
if the blood that you're drinking doesn't immediately kill you, then it has the possibility of turning you, and the other possibility is that you get a chance to actually control your instincts. You also remember that there was another idea, which was being able to remove the curse in the presence of a phase stone, which in your memory you had tried to convince your friend to do. Tell me if what I'm saying makes sense, or if it is where it makes sense in my own head, but it doesn't make sense in yours.
Oh, if I was able to understand all of it, it would have made sense. But I'm a little confused because you're breaking up, so I'm not hearing whole things.
Beautiful. That's what I like to hear.
Just wing it.
All right.
King of the trees. I'm the tree meister. Yeah, right. Drinking out of cups.
All right. So since I'm not coming across clearly,
What? Okay, I'm all about it. I'm not gonna roll yet because I want everybody else to read it too. Okay.
Done.
So
Let's
what
do-
happens if we roll a 20 and we are a full werewolf? What does that mean?
it's essentially
Like we lose to the curse.
you lose to the curse. Yeah. So I mean,
If we roll a 1, we die. If we roll a 2,
if you roll a
we
1
lose.
or a 20, you're going to end up losing your character.
Okay, but if we roll anything else, we get a chance to fight the Datham Lupagru, and if we do, we can master the curse.
Yes.
God, that's such a tough. Oh man. Future Tom will hate me so much if I roll a 1 or a 20.
Brisket for the biscuit. I'm
I
just
know,
kidding.
right?
The other option that you have is to
what?
go and find a phase stone.
Oh, well, we can do that. We can kill Baba Lysago. Oh, but like we have the curse that she can manipulate.
Correct.
Oh, what a catch-22. What are you thinking, Matt? Are you willing to lose your character sheet in
Let's
a one
see.
in a 1 of 10 chance?
I'm gonna. Challenges are but tests. Face hardships with courage and encourage your allies to face them with you. I'm in.
Yeah, okay. I'm in too. If you're in, I'm in. All right, let's roll sanity checks. Wait, so can we get bardic inspiration? It's a check, right?
No, there is no bardic inspiration. The bard is actually at this time pooping and is not able to provide you.
Pooping can be inspiring.
I'm muted.
I can hear the bard. I can hear the bard, okay? Now wait, do I have disadvantage on this sanity check due to exhaustion? Because if so, there's no way I'm doing it.
No, not with the sanity check.
Okay.
All
right, I'm doing it. I'm gonna roll it.
Stay straight.
On a 1 or a 20.
All right,
if I
so
roll a 1 or a 20 and I log off.
Zulika goes.
Hey, you guys are gonna do so good, man. Feel inspired.
Oh, okay. I got a 5. I got a 5. Oh my god.
My computer screen just went blank as soon as you rolled.
You got a 16. You got a 16. Oh my
right.
goodness. That's so scary.
All right, so no, he rolled with advantage.
What?
No, I'm just joking. All right, so she holds.
Dude.
So
would
she
you
goes over,
you risk a 10% chance of losing Damian Cross for anything?
for the rest of the party? Yes.
Yeah, for the rest of the party. Okay.
I was not expecting you guys to actually roll the dice. I was like, did that?
I want to own this wolf curse so bad. I need Dow to be like.
That's the oath of glory. This is nothing but a test of my tenants.
Yeah.
I have to roll that dice.
Yeah,
Right. So what Zulika
did it
does is in order to
Alexander
prep for
did.
this. Yeah, in order to prep for this challenge, Zulika goes up and she takes a cup that is the half of a skull and places it on, dips it into some Raiders of the Lost, or not Raiders, but
Temple of Doom.
Cool, right?
Temple of Doom, yeah.
Yep, and then brings
Legend of the
brings
Crystal Skull.
No, God, no.
Kingdom
of the Crystal Skull. There will be no sword fights on amphibious vehicles happening in this campaign. Brings it to each of you. You take your moment to drink it, and
We drink what?
you take your moment to drink
The
drink from the cup, and you hear the children gasping of like and muttering like don't do it, because they have watched in horror as others have taken this challenge and it not gone well. Corbus, you remember from your previous life that this is how your druid died. Not from drinking, but from watching your friend drink, who then immediately turned into a werewolf and ripped you apart. But nothing happens. You just both drink from this cup, and you feel a warming sensation go through your body. But then there is a moment of silence, and Zulika says, "Follow me," and you start to follow her out this direction
We going.
and go up these stairs.
Come on, team. Don't leave us hanging.
Let me go ahead and just grab your. Let me just go ahead and grab your tokens.
Oh, it's a circle.
Wait, I want to follow you guys.
Yeah, you are. We're gonna fight this thing.
Wait, oh my god.
Rougarou.
Wait, I had no vision.
Move courage.
The Rougarou.
You can't see unless I move courage.
Beware the
That's what I
Rougarou.
said.
Still?
I didn't see.
Do you guys know about the
You know.
Rougarou? This thing we're about to fight. The Rougarou.
No. Elise, back up.
Yeah, you need to back
Oh,
up.
yeah.
So, Zuleika says that only those who have taken the challenge may participate in the fight.
What?
Anyone-
That's not real.
that is 100% real. This was your guys' idea. I did.
That's all right. That's all right. If you were to pick two classes to do a 2v anything, it would probably be cleric paladin.
That is 100% true.
And participating in the fight, doesn't include like bolsters and buffs and things. They're just, hey, I like you
Yeah,
guys.
right.
Yeah, I would say that that anything that does damage, is anything that does damage or adversely affects the individual is a no go. But like casting,
but like bardic inspiration and stuff.
bardic inspiration, or even
Less.
some of the stuff that Elise can do as
Cleric,
as cleric, as far as
or like a druid.
preventing death throws. When it comes to druid spells, like being able to enhance abilities or being able to do those kind of things, those are going to be we'll see, allowed. All right, so Zuleika has brought up the chalice, the skull chalice with her, pours it into the center of the ring, and begins to hurriedly back up, and motions for the two of you to move forward.
Yeah, buddy. Where? In the circle?
Inside the circle, yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
What's the worst that could possibly happen?
I can't move my token.
That is the worst thing that could possibly happen.
That is comedic timing.
Can we cast spells before the Rougarou arrives?
I would say that there is were you able to move it yet?
Yeah, I'm in the circle now.
Okay, we're circle jerking. You're good to go.
Yep. Jerking the circle. Hey man, Dutch rudder.
Double
You
Dutch
know.
rudder.
You're just touching their elbow, man. It's not gay.
That's.
That doesn't seem.
Yeah, look,
accurate at
don't
all.
try to pierce punctures into my high school experience.
Wow.
I'm just saying. You're pushing some stuff down, King. Go.
So what?
You know what I mean?
Huh?
Guess is what?
What?
Oh my god.
Smoke too much.
That was God. Right there. I love saying that. It's too
That's an
good.
epic mustache. I must ask
You've
you a
been doing that all
question.
day.
Thank you. I was hoping someone noticed. Can't find it now.
My buddy Dan
Oh.
has a septum piercing, and he likes to put this jewel
Mustache
in.
thing one?
Yeah, it's like a mustache
seen
thing.
it, I've seen
yeah.
that.
He loves it.
That's freaking
I need to find a
hilarious.
picture
Yeah.
of Bruce that's. Where do you find this? Do you commission people to do drawings like that, or do you just steal
No, it's
people's art?
that's Midjourney. It's it's an AI art service that you can access through Discord.
I just googled Bruise. Yeah, that's gonna get me the picture I want. No, I think I'm gonna commission someone.
Yeah, I've commissioned D&D art before. It's pretty sweet.
Really?
Emmy will do it, Liv.
Yeah, but Emmy will do that for you. I can't.
No,
fucking
Emmy will
be
do
like,
that
"Oh, that's for
for
me."
you.
What we should do is we should wait until the campaign's over, and then we should commission a piece of art with the whole party.
Dude, you're sick.
Because then we'll know like all of our final armors and
Yeah.
Who actually
abilities and
finished
stuff.
which
Yeah.
one of our characters?
Yeah. You know, it might be like Dao is like a specter looming above the rest of the party because they died halfway through Castle Ravenloft or something.
Opie died, bruh. No.
Opie died. I haven't been. I'm not caught up with Garfield. I didn't realize Opie died.
Opie. What? The Garfield character?
Spoilers. Odie. Odie's the dog.
Odie. Yeah, Odie.
Rough.
Dude, I love
barking?
Garfield.
Is that barking in real life? What's going on? Drink too much, smoke too much.
Dude, this guy is in his own world right now.
Ooh.
So did
Mom, it's like the end of the day, and his ADHD meds are
Yeah, they're
wearing off.
way gone. They're way gone.
Yeah, he's like finally time to let loose.
Dude,
So,
that
do we know
medicine makes me
anything about
so
this creature?
productive. I would not have my job if I didn't
What
take
medicine do you
meds in the
take?
morning. I take well, I'm super drunk right now, so I have to think for a second. I take
Okay.
fluoxetine and atomoxetine. So fluoxetine helps me care about the things I care about, and atomoxetine helps me concentrate on them.
Was Prozac.
Yeah, it's generic
Yeah.
Prozac. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then atomoxetine, which is my ADHD medicine. It's Strattera is what atomoxetine is. So I'm on Prozac and Strattera. It's a wonderful combination. If I had this medicine in high school, I'd be unstoppable. But
Yeah,
instead, I played Final Fantasy 11 for 10 hours a day.
Like 30 milligrams of Adderall in high school, and it was just like
Yeah.
either I was getting everything done, or my locker was the cleanest one and the best decorated. You know, like there was no in between there.
Yeah. I ended up just taking because in high school I took Adderall extended release, and all it made me do was concentrate really hard on Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Yeah.
Or
That's
like
how it is with me and like everything else. That's also just because I'm like
multitasking in class, trying to play a video game while listening.
Mm-hmm.
I did that.
Yeah, I would have had a better grade in AP Physics if I hadn't been playing my Game Boy Advance the whole time. I would do this thing where I would do a new run of Pokemon Fire Red at the beginning of the school day, and I would finish it by the end of the day. And so I played Pokemon Fire Red like 70 times in my senior year.
Dude.
From start to finish all in the same day.
I brought my Switch to school a couple times.
For Animal Crossing.
And I would play Animal Crossing during my break time.
Yeah. It's a tarantula.
All right, go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh yeah. All right, let's see.
So
Did you do any spell casting before?
Yeah.
Did you? Were we allowed to?
Yes.
Was there a moment when we knew a fight was about to happen?
Yep. So as she pours out the blood onto the ground, you see as a skeleton starts to come up out of the ground that is a wolf form, but then it begins to actually start to flesh out, and there is a chanting of spirits around.
Yeah.
2 more
So
for the challenge.
Dao turns to Alexander and says, "All or nothing now," and casts Spirit Guardians. You know what? I'll cast Spirit Guardians at 4th level. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
So let me re-roll that real quick. It's worse now, but it'll be better later.
That's not what we wanted.
It's all right.
All right. It is a good thing that you had your weapon silver.
Yeah, right.
I just cast
No,
I just cast Magic Weapon too.
Okay. So.
Or did I not need to cast Magic Weapon? Is that what you're saying?
I am saying that that you don't know what you have to do, but
That's fine. Do it.
things are starting to go. So descending order, we have Dow up first in the order.
All right. All right. So I will cast Spiritual Weapon. Does a 21 hit?
A 21 hits.
Sweet. So this does 8 force damage to the Lugaroo. And then with my... That's my bonus action, right? With my action, I will cast Toll the Dead. So you need to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15. All right, you fail.
All right, and it succeeds.
It succeeds? It chooses to succeed?
It chooses to succeed.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's a good thing. And then I stay put. And I dig my boots deep into the dirt. And I look at this thing, and as it fully forms, I summon the magic weapon, and I toll the dead, and I just roar I unleash all of the contents of my lungs and guts in just a vicious, cacophonous roar. And Dow is just gone.
And it is just the beast now. All right. So, because you have initiated, the wolf looks at you.
Make a wisdom saving throw. Right? Isn't that how it works?
For its,
spiritual
yep.
weapon or thingamajigger.
All right. So with a 10,
Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians, it's going to take. How many points of
So
damage?
yeah, you take 11 points of radiant damage, and your move speed is halved.
All right. So with your magic attacks, you have noticed that they don't have as much effect as they have on many of your other opponents.
Both the radiant damage and the force damage, the same.
Both the radiant damage and the force damage, correct?
Cool. Cool. Tight.
Wicked. Money don't grow on trees. We got bills to pay. Ow, what is that? That's not. All right, so it's going to come in with a multi-attack against you.
Against
And-
me?
And against you. We have 1 slash. 9
Wait,
does not hit.
have you moved on the map? Because I still see you next to Alexander. There you go. All right, so that one missed. That one
slash does
missed.
not hit. 2 slashes don't hit. And a 13 does not hit.
Nice.
All right.
Oh,
So-
dude, that's a lot of poison damage.
That would be a lot of poison damage. It does not do that poison damage, so yet. So because it did not hit, but you see as it lets out this scream. And there is we'll have to wait
Nice.
as it is frustrated at not hitting you. Alexander, you are up.
All right. Here goes stuff. One. Two.
All right, 14 does not hit. The 19 does hit.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Okay.
All right, and as the mole comes slamming in and hits, you hear a sizzle and pop as the barbs of your silvered cannonbow strike into its flesh, and there is a bit of lingering damage that you see from the silvered attack.
That's 11 because that's a +1 because I from magic weapon, and I'll start it off with a level 1 smite. Jesus Christ!
A level 1 smite. All right.
For 6 more radiant damage.
All right. You definitely feel like the most powerful attack was with the cannonbow. All right.
Bonus
you are-
action.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Bonus action. I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
And obviously, I realize now. Obviously, I won't use it till next turn. So.
Got it. But yeah, it's an intimidating move. It's a power move. All right, Dow, you were up.
Cool. Same turn. Here comes the spiritual weapon attack of the Moonhammer, which, by the way, is right here. There's the Moon Mallet. It swings.
Swings
Moon Mallet,
at his
go!
back.
Go, Moon Mallet!
A 26 hits.
Moon Mallet hits for 5 force damage. That's literally the least it can do. And then, action, Toll the Dead, force a wisdom saving throw, DC 15. Alright, you fail. Or if you choose to succeed, I don't care. You take 2 damage. I'm literally rolling 1s all day.
That's what I have the algorithm set on, so.
Okay, sounds good. Axo, Haxo. Yeah. Do you take the necrotic damage?
It does take the necrotic damage, yes.
Yeah, okay. I should have let you. I should have said you. Okay, yeah. All right, I don't move. I stay put. I roar viciously. Yeah, I'm in fight mode. That's all,
All right,
that's all there is.
gonna take- He's going to take one of his legendary actions and come in for a bite on Alexander.
Nice
A 12
play.
does not hit. So that just sucks. All right. With his turn, he's going to turn back toward Dow and come in with a multi-attack with
Okay.
2 slashes. 17 does not hit.
Nope.
13 does not hit.
Nope.
Does a 19 hit?
Nope.
All right. Ooh.
Alrighty.
Is your
Or not my slash should be better. Yes, a 20 hit.
yeah 20 hits?
Yeah, I was just doing straight rolls. I didn't have any of his modifiers.
Yeah, I was gonna
Plugged in.
say.
Right, 15 bludgeoning damage. You watch as it smashes into him, and the smoke
Is he-
of the
is-
silver damage. Yes.
Is he undead at all? I know obviously it was a pile of bones that rose up out of the ground.
I think
he
he's
is-
just a werewolf.
Yeah, it's mostly just that was mostly just theatrics. It wasn't
Okay.
Yeah.
it wasn't an undead type of situation. It's more of a summoning.
Okay, well we'll hit him with another level 1 smite, which will trigger 2d8 radiant damage.
Hey, it was more
Plus-
than the absolute minimum that it could do.
Plus
Yeah, I'm glad
2d6
one of
thunder
us is
damage.
dealing damage. Shit.
And 3 with the Thunderous Might, and he has to do a strength saving throw
Let's see.
in order to stop from being blown back, which he
Oh, he didn't take damage at the beginning of his turn due to Spirit Guardians.
got it. Go ahead and do the Wisdom saving throw.
This is the
A
damage.
6 does not
16.
do
16.
it, so 16 damage.
Okay.
All right. with both of you,
Did you say he only took half damage from that thunderous smite?
I didn't say that, but he does not seem to be taking the full amount of damage from anything other than
Got it.
the silver weapon
Lightning
attack.
strikes. Alrighty.
It's-
Let's see.
Seems that the silver weapon attacks are potent.
Got it.
Let's see if this can do anything to him. Can I knock him out of the square or out of the circle?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your d6 on a 5 or 6. You're able to determine some direction. But with 5, it's not going to knock him out of the circle anyway, so I'll just take the shortest route.
Okay, that's fine. And then I will use movement, step up, and I have another attack.
Okay.
Get him.
24.
24 hits.
13.
13. All right.
Let's see. We'll just add another. I know it's not doing maximum, but we're gonna do a little bit more radiant damage with another smite.
Okay.
No, I didn't take that off. And then of course, since I still did hit him, let's see. No, once per turn, so I already did it.
Got it. All right, so at the end of your turn before Dow's turn, he's going to take one of his legendary actions and is going to go ahead and come in for a bite against
Ooh, against who?
Alexander.
Oh,
And
fuck.
crits. So you take 22 points of piercing damage and
Holy shit.
23 points of poison damage. You also might be cursed with lycanthropy.
Holy fuck. Talk about an attack.
Did you take down your health, or do you want me to?
What?
What?
What? Sorry, I was looking through my character sheet to see if there's anything I could do.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Natural reaction to taking 50 plus damage.
All right. No, it wasn't 50 plus.
Well, something like that. I
No,
don't
it's
know.
45.
Let's not be semantic. It's a shitload of damage.
It is a shitload of damage. All right. That's his first time he's landed an attack. But luckily now you also watch as you get hit by this powerful attack, and as the blood starts to spurt out of your neck where he was able to find a weak spot. Spurt, yes.
Spurt?
You watch as his eyes go blood red, and he begins to almost hyperventilate with excitement at the sight of blood. All right,
Loser.
Dow, it is your turn.
Yeah. All right. I will cast. With my action, I will cast Cure Wounds on Alexander at the 3rd level. This
Did
will give.
we determine when we started this fight that the rest of the party can not do anything that only negatively affects this asshole?
Correct.
And does
Yeah, we
damage?
did, but we didn't. They didn't enter the turn order. So they're just sitting back and watching. I think they think they have you have a full vote of confidence.
Great. Well, first of all, Alexander, you heal 20 points of health points.
Thank you.
So you go to 39. And then with the bonus action, I will swing the spiritual weapon. Oops, hold on. Wrong button. Here we go. 18?
18 hits.
18 is the loop guru. That's 7 force damage.
7 force damage.
Yeah. I deal 7 damage. I heal 20 health points, and I roar viciously. Rah!
Rah, 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 rah. All right,
Oh,
so
I forgot. I owed you 2d6 thunder damage from that last attack too. Because thunder
yeah,
might
good.
last for up to a minute.
oh no, it only does it once it's expended. It's done.
Well, he cast it again. He cast it at the end of his last turn.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you
No,
didn't?
you're right.
No, he expended it. This.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay.
you're right. I,
Oh,
you
I,
got it,
I,
you got
I
it.
read it wrong.
Okay.
All right. So
Well, at the beginning of your turn, you take Spear Guardian's damage. So roll a Wisdom saving throw DC 15. Sweet, you fail.
I
And it's at
continue to
at-
fail.
It's at 4th level, so you take. Oh yeah, 27 radiant damage.
What do I take if I succeeded?
Half.
Half.
So you take 13.
All right. 13.
Nice. Was that 2 legendary resistances consumed?
That is 2 legendary resistances consumed, but I just felt like that was the appropriate time to.
If my
Consume that's
memory
legendary.
of Avolo's guide, no, Van Richten's guide to Ravenloft is correct.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna push it. I appreciate the seat that you're in.
You gotta know that. You can go ahead and say whatever you want to. I will just
Yeah.
refer you to the
Rule 0.
rule 0.
Yeah.
So,
Players
because
think
of-
that Rule 0 is the rule of cool. It's not. It's not.
So because of Alexander having taken damage, the Lucaru is
Mhm.
fed with blood frenzy and comes out for a slash with
Yeah.
advantage. Rolls a 30, so he
first one to
takes
get hit, first one to
13.
die.
13 plus 5, 18 points of damage with his first slash attack. His second slash
Oh
attack
my
does
god.
14 points of damage, and then he comes in with his bite. Please don't crit. 16 does not hit.
Well, 8.
So for a total of
32 damage.
now the Lucaru does not look like he is doing well. He was
Yeah.
bloodied after before both of your turns. So
Yeah.
Alexander, you are up. It's okay to retreat.
No, it's
Nobody's
not.
gonna
Keep
judge you.
fighting.
Nobody's
Keep
gonna judge
fighting.
you.
I'll heal you again.
I'm going to use my next legendary action to attack you again,
Yeah.
but just to bite. Just a little bit of a nibble.
Well, you can't do it at the end of your turn.
I know, but I can do it at the end of his turn.
Yeah, you can do it at the end of his turn. Go,
Alright, so-
Alexander. Kill him.
I'm working on it.
What the heck did I just do? I didn't have that.
Dude, this is like the most epic clearing of a throat of all time. At the beginning of the song. Yeah. Sorry. I have really bad allergies this time of year, and I drank a lot of milk last night.
All right, 14 does not hit.
That does.
That fucking hits.
Oh, you should smite on that one. Because
Good
it gets
lord.
doubled. Because it gets doubled.
Yeah. I rolled the minimum damage.
Yeah, so smite.
That's fucking retarded.
Wait, do you have a thing that lets you re-roll ones? No, you don't. You don't. That's not what
I
Crusher
don't.
does. Yeah. That's why Piercer's so much better than Crusher.
Oh well.
Oh, my foot's bleeding.
Holy shit!
And
It
what's the
sure
second-
is!
What's the second level smite?
Second level smite is 3d8.
2d8,
Oh, it's
but it would be 48 if you double it.
If he,
That
if he
second
does
level
a
is 68.
second level, or if he does a third level smite,
Second level smite.
Did you do
48
second level?
when it's doubled. 48.
So it'd be 8d8 for the crit,
No.
right?
No, it's 2d8. For the
For
crit,
a
it's
fir-
48.
Right, but that's a first level smite.
No.
2d8 is
First-
a first level smite.
Oh, that's right. So 3d8 for second level
3d8.
spell.
Would
Times
be
2 is
68.
68. Yes, correct. You
Can
got
I
it.
just roll 68 or do I
Yeah,
3d8 times
yeah.
2?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, but fucking roll it. We're all waiting breathlessly.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yay.
26 more damages.
And he gets knocked out of the circle for sure.
4 shizzle. What is that?
Yeah,
11.
you can't sit with us.
32 points of damage. All right, so with 7 hit points remaining, rather than deciding to heal, the paladin instead goes for a full board attack. The first
Mhm.
swing missing, and you can just feel this werewolf on steroids getting ready to come in for another bite attack. If it was able to get it, it would have hit with an 18 and done 21 points of damage, but it is instead takes 32 points of damage
Bonk.
to its guessing skull. You usually is Alexander usually swinging for the head?
Yeah, so I see it coming around and miss the first one like under or over, and then it's kind of a spin move over the back of the neck and catch it around the other side and just clean upside the head because it's the same swing coming back through.
And as it comes in, it knocks off the jaw, and the Deatham Loop Guru comes down and is on its knees and lays down its head in a pose that demonstrates submission, and lifts up and holds its neck aside, inviting you to attack its neck.
Where's the cup? Don't we have to drink this out of the cup?
Well, there's no cup.
Giddy up.
Yeah, dude. Is it still
up.
his turn?
All right, we'll say that that's what happens during Alexander's turn.
I'll pick it up. I'm gonna pick him up, and I'm gonna hold it above both of our heads.
Yeah.
Okay, you pick him up and hold it above your head. That'll be your free object interaction. Dow, what do you do?
Yeah, dude. I wanna bite into his neck and do my very best to rip it open and shower us with blood, but nonetheless, I'm gonna bite into his neck.
All right, go ahead and make a an athletics check.
Okay, here you go. Fucking 19. I'm so bad at this, and I got a 19.
You are bad at this, and you got a 19. So you, Alexander's holding it up above your head. You jump up and grab onto it, and also with the assistance of the mechanism of your armor, it actually catches
Yeah.
with some of the teeth on the armor, and you
Yeah.
rip open its throat, and both
Double
of you
bite.
are drenched in blood. Do you take the blood inside of you?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a sanity check, both of you.
There you go. 10. 11 minus 1. This guy. Look
All
how
right.
sane this guy is. Fucker,
So-
look how sane you are.
All right. Alexander, it feels as though it would have been problematic for you to have rolled a natural 20. luckily, that was only the second roll that you would have had as an attempt to accomplish this task. And
This
both
hellscape
of you-
where crits are bad.
both of you realizing that Tom, you were nice and safely right there in the middle, good to go.
Yeah, there you go.
But both of you feel the blood of the Loup-Garou start to infuse with you, and you both let out a vicious howl
Oh
up
yeah.
at the moon and turn with bloodlusted eyes toward the rest of your party.
Yeah, fuck
And
them.
that
Let's
is-
go.
That is where we will
2v3.
end tonight.
Let's go.
That is where we will end tonight's session.
It doesn't
Alright.
matter. Billy can join y'all. It doesn't matter. We got you.
Let's do this. I got 7 hit points, bitch. One for the each of you. All right. Thank you very much. I
Dope.
hope I didn't sound like a robot too much.
No, that's
And,
awesome.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night. Awesome
Good
game.
Alright.
Well
Happy
done.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's
Yeah,
Day to
for
Tom,
sure.
who has so many cats,
4 cat children. Thank you, Olivia.
and the
Thank
rest
you.
of you. Bye.
Bye.